Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology horoscope for Thursday, July 18th, 2013. I am astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. We have got a weird time, don't we? We've got Mercury retrograde in Cancer, making that big T-square. It's pretty much at a really strong point. We've got until the weekend to get through this Mercury retrograde. We're right there. Mercury is stationary. And it's so funny to look at Uranus that just went retrograde. This is a weird shifting point we just went into internally. You know, this is us really going deeper inside of really understanding what karma is going to come into our life. We've done so much outer work. It's about what is going to be received, what is going to come into our lives now. And the moon in Sagittarius today to open things up, to open up to all possibilities of where these emotions are at, to open up to the new possibilities as well in our life, the new energies. And I think because we have a Mercury retrograde, which makes this such a weird time, that this moon in Sagittarius is kind of a saving grace to open up to outside of these feelings, outside of these thoughts that are really trying to understand so much. But it's mainly our feelings that are, you know, pulling us in these directions. As I feel this way, I feel great today, I feel wonderful. Remember that this is a grand trine. So feeling wise, there is this, I gotta say, positivity around, that you're not gonna fall through the net, you're not gonna have some crazy bad thing happen, but this is a time of paying attention to every sign. And as the moon today squares Neptune, and does make some weird angles to the grand trine energy, this is about making sure we listen to the signs and open up to the possibility of these signs, and we don't kind of go, nah, I believe it's going to be this way, even though the signs are saying it's going to be totally different, and the universe is giving all these clues. It's like, open up to the possibilities, the clues. Blue's Clues. You remember Blue's Clues? I was too old for Blue's Clues. I was more of a Sesame Street guy. But, you know, we are at this really weird transitional point. I think there's a lot of optimism, especially with the grand trine right now. And Jupiter, you know, really now starting to move forward into Cancer, and we've got Mars getting closer to Jupiter. So this is like, we're all ready to drop the hammer down and go. But, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Wait till next week. Mercury's got to go direct, which happens this weekend. And it's after this direct motion, and, well, there's a lot of wind, so I don't want to mess up the audio there. But the sun then has to come into Leo as we get this new energy, and then Jupiter and Mars conjunct literally as the sun is crossing into Leo. And that is the go point next week. We radically, and I think that it's these next 2 days here of a moon in Sagittarius to open up the possibilities of where we're gonna hammer our life and to kind of pull us out of this little dream. This is a dream we're all waking up from. Remember, this is our eyes about to awake here as we come into this feeling that we're trying to understand. And it's right before it, so don't get too optimistic and think you can make a move right now, but make the move coming up at the beginning of the week, because this is the last motions of listening to the signs, feeling out the energy, letting the Mercury retrograde do its thing when it's all crazy. And this Mercury retrograde is tapping into a reinvention of self. It's tapping into the past. It's a reprogramming in the mind, like I've brought up, about how to listen to your emotions that are gonna invest into a new structure in your life and to a radical new self. So a different self. And it is this new reinvention of self that we are reviewing, but more importantly, it is the karma starting to come into your life that is from the work you have been doing. We have done a lot of work in the last 6 months. I'd say actually since November of 2012. Lots of work. Is it gonna pay off? We're gonna all find out right now, especially now that we have all this energy in water, trine, all this stuff. This is a portal. And this portal is gonna bring to you events that are very weird and very different, very positive. Somebody wrote down here like, is it supposed to be positive? When I say weird, weird doesn't mean if it's good or bad. You know, weird is weird. Weird is weird. I have some really weird things I love, and I have some really weird things I don't like. But we're at this really powerful time of weird energy. Weird in the fact that, I mean, just go look up at, when you go outside tomorrow day and it starts to get sunset, go look at the sun and the moon as they just finished their trine. You can see it in the sky. It's right before sunset. And if you actually have been watching for the last week, this has been the sun, Venus, and the moon in your peripheral vision right before the sun sets. Now it's coming later in the day because of the breaking apart of the moon from the sun. But there are signs everywhere right now. And Venus in Leo, which is to fall in love with this new energy. I think that we came into this energy very weird over the last 3 weeks, and we have been learning to fall in love with this new energy and the new life and the new chapter that we are all in. And it is falling in love with it now. And as the moon is going to start to tap into this Venus energy over the next couple days in Leo, it is the passion to fall in love of new possibilities of where this energy takes you. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you want a one-on-one reading with me. This is the last couple days of my special for the Grand Trine Jupiter in Cancer reading. Check it all out, inclusiveastrology.com, and I will see you guys for the weekend forecast, mañana.